Hi everyone, Mrs. Greenslet here, ready for another math lesson. We're going to do multiply by 6. You'll need pages 429 to 434, Chapter 8, Lesson 1. Get a pencil, and I'll see you soon. Here we are on page 429, Math in My World, Example 1. A band marches in 7 rows with 6 members in each row. How many band members are there altogether? Write 7 rows of 6 as 7 times 6. That's a multiplication sentence. You can also write 7 times 6 vertically. That's a multiplication problem. You're going to decompose 6 into equal addends of 3 plus 3. You can't decompose 7 because it's an odd number. Here we have 7 times 6 equals 7 times 3 plus 7 times 3 equals 21. 21 plus 21 equals 42. There are 42 band members. And here you will have your 7 rows of 3 and another group of 7 rows of 3. And here's what we just did. 7 times 6 equals 7 times 3 plus 7 times 3. They both equal 21. Add those together to get 42. So 7 times 6 is 42. A band marches in 7 rows with 6 members in each row. How many band members are there altogether? You can check it by drawing and shading an array. Shade part of the array yellow to show 7 times 3. Shade the remaining part green to show 7 times 3. The shaded array shows the known fact doubled. This is what your array would look like. Now, for some reason, they haven't used yellow and green, sort of purple and light pink. But it shows what your array of 7 times 6, here's 7 times 3 plus 7 times 3. Math in My World, Example 2. 4 frogs sitting on a log eat 6 flies each. How many flies are eaten altogether? Write a multiplication sentence with a symbol for the unknown. Then solve. Find number of groups or number of frogs, 4, times 6 flies equals unknown. Either factor can be decomposed into equal addends. 4 frogs sitting on a log eat 6 flies each. How many flies are eaten altogether? Write a multiplication sentence with a symbol for the unknown, then solve. One way, decompose 4 into 2 plus 2. So here you have 2 rows with 6 in each row. 2 times 6 is 12. Here you have 2 times 6 equals 12. Add that together. 12 plus 12 equals 24. Another way, decompose 6 into 3 plus 3. Here you have 4 rows with 3 in each row. 4 times 3 equals 12, plus 4 times 3 equals 12. 12 plus 12 equals 24. So 4 times 6 equals 24. The unknown is 24. The frogs ate 24 flies. Guided practice. complete the sentence below. To find 8 times 6, you could decompose 6 into 3 plus 3, or you could decompose 8 into 4 plus 4. Independent practice. Double a known fact to find each product. Draw an array. 5 times 6 equals unknown. 5 times 3 equals 15. 5 times 3 equals 15. 15 plus 15 equals 30. So 5 times 6 is 30. And you would have drawn an array that has 5 rows with 3 in each row, and another array of 5 rows with 3 in each row. Number 3, 9 times 6 equals unknown. 9 times 3 equals, so you'll make an array of 9 rows with 3 in a row, and that's 27. 9 times 3, you make another array of 9 rows with 3 in each row. 27 plus 27 equals 54. Independent practice numbers 4 and 5. Double a known fact to find each product. Draw an array. 3 times 6. So we're going to decompose the 6. So 3 times 3 equals 9. And you'll draw an array of 3 rows with 3 in each row. 3 times 3 equals 9. You'll draw another array of 3 rows with 3 in each row. 9 plus 9 equals 18. So 3 times 6 equals 18. Now we're going to go to 8 times 6, and you could decompose either number because they're both even numbers. We're going to decompose the 8, so 4 times 6 equals 24, and you would draw 4 rows with 6 in each row. Then you would do 4 times 6 equals 24 again, and draw another array that has 4 rows with 6 in each row. 24 plus 24 equals 48. Independent practice, algebra. Find each unknown. Double a known fact. I think that this is a little bit tricky. And for number 6, I suggest that you look on your multiplication chart. You go along the 4 line until you come to 24, and then you go up, and you will find that that number is 6. The unknown is 6. On number 7, I'm hoping, since we've been studying the tens, you know this, but if not, count by tens until you get to 60. And the unknown is 6. This one you can double a known fact. 6 times 3 equals 18, plus 6 times 3 equals 18. 18 plus 18 equals 36. On number 9, I again suggest you look at your multiplication chart, go along the 6 line until you come to 42, and then go up on the straight line, and you'll find that that unknown is 7. Independent practice numbers 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Multiply, use the multiplication table. Now some of these I'm pretty sure you already know, like 1 times 6. 7 times 6 you'll have to look up. 6 times 4, you could decompose the 4 and say 6 times 2, plus 6 times 2 to get your answer. On number 13, you can decompose the 6 and say 3 times 3 plus 3 times 3 to get your answer. 2 times 6 is like adding 6 2 times. And 6 times 0, I'm hoping you know that. I'm going to give you a few seconds to write your answers. So I want you to try this one on your own, and then I will show you the answers. Here we go. 1 times 6 equals 6. 7 times 6 equals 42. 6 times 4 equals 24. 6 times 3 equals 18. 2 times 6 equals 12. And 6 times 0 equals 0. Problem solving. Now remember, don't get freaked out about problem solving. We'll do it step by step. Algebra. Write a multiplication sentence with a symbol for the unknown. Solve. In the morning, 6 eggs hatched. By the evening, 9 times as many had hatched. What is the total number of eggs that hatched? So, in the morning, we had 6 eggs. So, 6 times, here it says 9 times as many. So 6 times 9 equals unknown. Look it up on your multiplication chart. 6 times 9 equals 54 eggs. Problem solving number 17. Processes and practices. Be precise. If Ida has 6 $10 bills, does she have enough money for 8 bags of rabbit food that cost $6 each? Explain. Now let's take it one step at a time. Ida has 6 $10 bills. So on here, write 6 times $10 equals $60. Now let's find out about the rabbit food. 8 bags, so 8 times $6 each. 8 times 6 equals $48. Does she have enough money? Yes. And here's how we explain it in math. Remember, not very many words. 60 is greater than 48. So $60 is greater than $48. Brain Builders, number 18. Reason. Anna forgot her 6's facts. She used the 5's fact, 5 times 6 equals 30, to find the product of 6 times 5. What property of multiplication allows her to do this? That is the commutative property of multiplication. Give another example of this property using a 6 fact. Well, there are a few different ones you could use. Here's the one from the book. 4 times 6 equals 24. And if you know that, then you know 6 times 4 equals 24. The commutative property allows you to change the order of the factors. Brain Builders, number 19. Look for a pattern. Part of the multiplication table is shown. Study the pattern in the products of 6. Will the products of 6 always be even or always be odd? Explain. Well, let's take a look at the 6. 0, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. Will the products of 6 always be even or always be odd? They are even. Explain. They're even because 6 is an even number, and when you have an even number times an even or an odd number, the product is always even. Brain Builders number 20, building on the essential question. How can doubling a known fact be helpful when finding products mentally? Which facts are always helpful when using doubling to find the product of 6 and a number? We have two separate questions here. How can doubling a known fact be helpful when finding products mentally? It's easier to double known facts mentally than it is to find the product of larger numbers mentally. Which facts are always helpful when using doubling to find the product of 6 and a number? Well, what number doubled will get you 6? And that answer is 3. Now we're on to the My Homework section. On your paper, you have at the top a section called Homework Helper. Always read through that and look at the examples, because that will help you when you're completing the homework. Numbers 1 and 2. Double a known fact to find each product. Draw an array. Number 1 says 2 times 6. We're going to decompose the 6. So it will say 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 times 3 equals 6. So you'll draw the array of 2 rows of 3 and another one of 2 rows of 3. And 6 plus 6 would equal 12. So your answer here is 12. 9 times 6, we're going to decompose the 6. So we have 9 times 3, so you'll make an array of 9 rows with 3 in each row, equals 27. You'll draw another array of 9 rows with 3 in each row, equals 27. 27 plus 27 equals 54. My homework, numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6. Algebra. Find each unknown, double a known fact. Now again, I think this is a little bit tricky. On number 3, I would count by 5 until you get to 30, and that will give you the unknown. On number 4, I'm hoping that you know what times 6 will get you to 60. This 0 right here is a little hint. On number 5, it's one of your doubles, multiplication doubles. So 6 times 6 equals 36. And on number 6, I would just use the multiplication chart if you don't remember this one and find out what the unknown is. So go across the 6 line until you come to 42. And then you go straight up and you'll find the answer. So here are the answers that I hope you put on your paper. 5 times 6 is 30. 10 times 6 is 60. 6 times 6 is 36. And 7 times 6 is 42. My homework, number 7. Use algebra for exercises 7 and 8. Write a multiplication sentence with a symbol for the unknown, then solve. A flea has 6 legs. There are 5 fleas on the dog and 3 fleas on the cat. How many legs are there altogether? Well, how many fleas do we have? We have 5 and 3. So 5 plus 3 equals 8. 8 fleas times how many legs? 6 equals unknown. 8 times 6 equals 48 legs. Brain Builders number 8. Use algebra. Write a multiplication sentence with the symbol for the unknown, then solve. Admission to the Science Museum is $5. Admission to the aquarium is $4. How much will it cost all together for 6 people to go to the Science Museum and the aquarium? Let's find out how much money each person needs. They're going to spend $5 and $4. So 5 plus 4 would be $9 times 6 people. So 9 times 6 equals unknown, $54. Brain Builders number 9. Make sense of problems. Gina's kitten weighs 5 ounces. If the kitten gains 3 ounces every week, how many ounces will the kitten weigh in 6 weeks? We know she started at 5 ounces. We're going to save that information for later. We have 3 ounces, so 3 times how many weeks? 6. So 3 times 6 is 18 ounces. That's what she's gained. She started with the 5 ounces. So 5 plus 18 equals 23 ounces. Here is our last My Homework problem of problem solving. Test practice. Which number sentence represents the array shown at the right? Well, how many rows do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we multiplying? This has 4 rows. Does this have 4 rows? No, so B cannot be part of it. This is addition. When we make an array, we're using multiplication, so this can't be one of them. And then it says 8 times 3, and since we know we already have 4 rows, it can't be that one either. Let's check and make sure. 4 rows, and are there 6 in each row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yes, the answer is A. 4 times 6 equals 24, matches that array. Again, it's been wonderful sharing math with you, and I'll hopefully see you soon.